Hello and welcome to the CA Staff M6 GT3 Championship Round 2 from Circuit Paul Ricard. Now, here we are again on the Tuesday at our slightly earlier time, but we are here and we have all the scoops from race 1 to divulge in our intro before we hit it into race 1 today. So let's get over to the action. If I can find my scene. There we go. Not very set up today. There we go. Hello.
There was a second of like Captain Havoc there for a moment.
Yeah, you got some Captain Nick Parker, Nick Havoc Parker for you. Welcome to round 2 of the CA Staff Championship 4. As usual, I'm Ben Leach and Doug's here as well. Hey Doug.
Hello, good to be here again.
Let me just change the colour of our UI as well. I haven't set that up. There we go. Now we're on brand. Welcome to Paul Ricard. Our sponsor this week is Ducks. Ducks are our beautiful feather friends with the bills that love swimming and paddling about. We love ducks.
And are good on pizza, as I can confirm from about an hour ago.
Yeah, they're also very good on pizza. Alright, so let's take a look at the qualifying results because we're about 3 minutes away from race 1 here. We need to hurry this up.
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's flick through because we have points we have standings now that this is the second race as well, so
exactly.
We'll get that as well in a second.
Right, so your pole place man is Belevsky. Hot on his heels is Muna Yilmaz. A great battle between them last race, Doug. We didn't get to see what happened in race 2 because we didn't get a race 2, but race 1 was absolutely on fire, wouldn't you say?
Oh, it was brilliant! Like seriously good, close battle straight out the door. It's been it was one of the first times we've really seen someone keeping pace with Belevsky through a whole race.
Exactly.
Awesome.
So yeah, third place man Peter Brophy looking very good there. Kevin Costa, great result for him. He's going to be starting on 4th on the grid. Stefan Koliev coming in 5th. You've got Peter Vernon there in 6th. Newcomer Tim Heaton here in 7th. A good show from Tim Heaton last race, right, Doug?
Indeed, yeah. He's come away with 5 points for his Team Heaton. That was position. He came in 8 out of 12, which is good for a first race with us.
Excellent stuff. Fan favourite Ollie Salt is sneaking up there in 8th. With Ian Towers 9th on the grid, Matt Perkins 10th, Tom Constable, poor result for Tom there in 11th, but let's see what he can do with this. 12th place man is Georgi Balabanov, Mr. Consistency, and 13th place Alan Padgham. So yeah, let's take a look at the driver standings. We've got just got under 2 minutes to take a look at the current standings. So yeah, it's Belevsky leading the pack currently on 12 points, but Muna is hot on his heels, only 1 point behind, 11 points. Damien Maury is sitting in 3rd with 10 points. I'm not sure I don't think he's here today to race though, so
he'll have to make that up later.
Yeah, it looks like he'll have to make that one up later. We've got Pete Brophy sitting there in 4th, 9 points. Ollie Salt sitting there, great result for Ollie in that one race that he was in, 5th place, snagging him cushy 8 points. Sam Prescott also coming up there in 7th place. I'm not sure if he's about today either. No, he doesn't seem to be in the list.
No sign of him on the boards. It's only 13 races today.
Exactly. So yeah, then we've got Perkins in 7th place with 6 points, and Tim Heaton rounding out the top 8 with 5. Further down you can see we've got Constable, Towers, Padgham, Koliev, Balabanov, Javier, and then all the people under there who are either not raced yet or have yet to score. So. Oh,
right. Yeah, because we had a few races there, but there were some terminal issues last time. So James Green lost out heavily. Peter Vernon had some technical issues that just wrecked it for him, and I think Kevin Costa had some bad luck with some spins.
Definitely.
He might have had a tech issue as well. Actually, I forget.
Indeed, but with just 4 seconds to go, let's take a quick look at the team standings. So it's Project DSG leading. Well, no, they're tying with OAP Racing.
Yeah.
Team Heaton coming up in 3rd. HP DeskJet 2630, all-in-one printer Instant Ink with 2 months trial coming up in 4th with 14 points. Halls of Steel in 5th place with 6 points. Cocoa Pops Racing in 6th with 4 points, and the Invisibles coming up in 7th. And my dinner has arrived. Thank you very much, Rachel.
Wait.
Right, and so we're going into race 1. This is going to be interesting.
We still have a up to a 5-minute warm up.
Oh, we've got a 5-minute warm up. We're well in time this week, Doug.
Yeah, so still getting used to this new format of like the long form qualifying via the leaderboard challenge, and then a couple of practice sessions followed by a warm up. So even as long as we actually have 2 races today, we should have a warm up yet again for people to kind of cool down, reset. But we will still have the top 8 grid flip as we have in the previous seasons, which is still good fun.
Definitely, the top 8 grid flip is one of the great mechanics of this sport that really makes the second race a lot more interesting than the first race.
Yeah, I like the kind of counter qualifying thing. It's like, right, okay, so with these qualifying helps you figure out, okay, these are the expected paces of all the cars, and then it's like, right, flip the top 8, carnage, go.
Exactly, coming down to that turn 1, you're always going to have a lot of fun, and it's always going to be great racing to watch. It could also be carnage, but then again, I mean, that's that's racing at the end of the day.
Indeed. So this is an interesting circuit. I don't think I have been around for a race on this one before, but this is Paul Ricard, and it is there are some incredibly long straights, like, and several of them. So I think they must use this track for testing, like, and the drag races or something like that. Because, like, you can see, like, this is incredibly long, flat out, which could even go into another straight in some of the circuit configurations, but they force a sharp left, like, S-bend here. But then it's into, like, a soft curve and another very long straight, all the way down to Coeur d'Alene. Like, or however you say things in French, I don't really know, I'm not very good at this. But so I'm really curious to see where the overtaking opportunities may be, if anywhere. Although I'm sure this man will show us, Mr. Bolevsky. He's just coming into the faster turns now, where I think this is where you see the differential on skill. It's like who can keep their speed up through these long swings.
That's true indeed, Doug. Let's take a quick look at the track map to visualise what you just said.
Yeah, that will help explain this.
So, there you go. Explain away.
So we've got Bolevsky on screen. He's just come around this S-bend up to the start-finish straight, which is again another very long straight. Oh no, sorry, we're looking at Towers. Yeah, but in any case, yeah, he's just come around that hairpin, coming down this. Like that must be at least, like, I know, half a kilometer before, I know, just flat out, and then you've got to know. You have to really know your braking zones to, I know, not just barrel it off the edge of that, because you'll have built up all that momentum. And throws in the S-bend, get this nice, fast, soft turn into another straight. And then it'll be interesting here to see if we have people fighting on this straight when they come around to this turn, whether they'll remember to slow down enough to not throw themselves off the edge of the track, like just there in the background we see Peter Vernon do. Well illustrated, Peter. Yeah, so these are quite demanding turns. Like, Towers is doing a very good job of keeping the pace up while staying on the track here. And then it's another short, like, sudden hairpin into the last rather twisty section that rounds out the end of the track. And this, I think if we see overtaking and proper battling, this will be the zone. This area just a bit before that start-finish. And then as we come up to the finish line, it'll be who can get a good drive out of that turn, coming onto this next long straight. And it's a downhill. It's a sudden downhill, so that will help them accelerate. before heading into the uphill. This is a really different circuit. I'm curious to see what this will do. Oh, and Ben, we've got a message for you from the chat. What are you having for dinner?
That's a very good question. I'm having sweet potato fries, potato croquettes, and a cod and some peas. It's very nice.
That's very hearty, very nice.
Yeah. So yeah, no, what you just said, Doug, is pretty much entirely correct. It's like a set of really long straights flanked by these really technical corners, which I think is going to really test on our field today on their cornering.
It's also testing my understanding of racing, because I don't really know that much about cars, but I've been watching a bit more Formula One in the last couple of years, and I've been trying to understand what the commentators and my more race learning friends like Tom Constable, etc., are saying to each other. And so, learning what I can. Here we go. You ready, Ben?
I am ready.
Waiting for the last cars to set up on the grid, and then we're off.
Remember, it's going to be rolling start.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah. Which I think it's probably quite a welcome thing for a lot of the drivers. Like, getting a good start is a really hard skill. Flash of the lights.
Okay,
Great.
and we are rolling. Got to plonk my camera on Pete Brophy here, number three, P3 man, as we go into turn 1. The car's assembling down the starting straight.
This will be interesting because they've got a little bit of an uphill to negotiate on that first launch.
Yep. And it's go, go, go here at Paul Ricard. Bolesky pulls over, trying to squeeze Mooner off. There's a bit of, I think it's Balabanov at the back, trying to get out a little bit. Brophy stacked up behind. Oh! And there's a big smack. I think it's Costa. Costa smacks into Brophy. Brophy goes for a spin.
Oh, that was horrendous.
Terrible, terrible luck for Peter Brophy being smacked in the back just at the right angle to make him spin round.
Oh, that's going to be a recovery drive from now. I mean, it's early. The fielder will still backed up. He can hopefully catch up a bit.
Yeah. Oh, and Costa goes for a spin as well. That's Kolyev spinning Costa there.
That was
And Kolyev goes for a spin.
He gets a 360, so he can still actually push forwards.
Yeah,
but, that's
that looked like
bad
Tim
luck.
Heaton there. Everyone's just going for a spin. Right,
Yeah.
We've got
Pete Vernon
Bolesky in first. We've got Mooner in second. It's Pete Vernon in third.
Yep.
Ollie Salt in fourth. But Tim Heaton is hot on his heels.
I want to show some appreciation for Pete Vernon's round the outside overtake on Kolyev just before he got and Costa before they got spun. That was really good.
Yeah, very clean. There's someone spinning back there. It's James Woolridge.
Oh, he's had some bad luck.
At the back of the view. Yeah, no, great driving from Pete Vernon to avoid all of that carnage in the first few corners. So we've got, I'm going to park the camera on Perkins here. He seems to be having a look up at Heaton.
So this is that long turn now. Let's see who can actually get these drives.
Yeah, loses out to Towers there though.
I think he made up some space on Towers, didn't he? Or had Towers just come from behind?
Towers has just come from behind. He's now, Towers now.
Good move. Oh, wow.
Towers now battling there with Heaton. But
I think Towers has got...
Yeah, Perkins goes back through again.
So you can see Towers he's figured out a good line on this track, but it's just, the traffic just stymied him and he ended up, clipping. So when there's actually a bit more air, I can actually see Towers making up some really good times in this area.
And that's lap 1 completed.
Flash of the lights. Oh, who's that? Who's that in the back that just dropped down? That wasn't Brophy again, was it?
It's Costa.
Oh.
I think it was Costa at least. He did lose a few places there.
Yeah. It's now on the back of Lazarov, who he's found his way up the inside.
Yeah, looks like he's got by there.
He's catching him out.
Pete Brophy after that. Sorry, Doug. Pete Brophy after that. That horrible start has clawed his way back up to 10th place. He's now on the back of Kolyev, and then this whole pack up ahead of Towers, Heaton, Constable and Perkins, all battling for 5th place.
Perkins and Constable were right on each other's wheel. Oof. It's quite fighty there. Is that Salt pulling a move on Peter Vernon? Wheel to wheel?
No,
Salt's going to have the inside. Can he outbreak him?
That's Towers.
Alright, I don't know who I'm looking at then.
Yeah, Towers has got PlayStation.
Towers and Vernon. Oh no! Vernon goes for a spin.
Oh, terrible luck for Pete Vernon there. As he's always there's always something that happens to Pete Vernon.
He doesn't have good luck, does he?
No.
Right, now this will be interesting. There's a bit more room here for them to try and take these corners properly. I'm super interested to see what this area of the track does for lap times.
I just want to point out, Doug, that ahead of Towers, I'd say 4 seconds ahead of Towers, is this man, Ollie Salt, in 3rd place.
God, he's just stolen away, hasn't he?
He's just gone.
Good lad. Pete Brophy fan club. So, and Peter Brophy got a nocturne spin, possibly by Costa, right at the beginning after the rolling start, and got plunged all the way down to 15th. So he's actually done pretty well to claw his way up to 7th already, only a space of about 2 laps.
Indeed, that will be one to review later for the adjudicators.
Up the front, Yilmaz is about a second off Belevsky, with Ollie Saltz hovering around 7 seconds behind. I think this is going to be another 2-horse race for the first and second. Well, good luck, lads. Only 20 minutes to go. Right, where are the battles? Like, Kolyev and Brophy looks like he's probably about to pull a move on Kolyev. He's been closing in on him. It's about...
Yeah, let's take a look.
Half a second off. Now that the fan club's here, let's give him something to see. Oh, looks like Woolridge might have gone backwards again. He's just lost 2 places to Perkins and Padgham.
Yeah, that puts him in last.
Hard luck, James. He's had a couple of spins already. Bad luck.
Let's see what Brophy could do against Kolyev. Kolyev, as we know, is quite a tenacious driver.
I wonder if Brophy thinks he can outbrake Kolyev on this area. No. Oh, that's very well handled by Kolyev. Better than Brophy, I'd say.
We've seen Kolyev like improve every time we see him, right?
It's because he's always been fast, but he's getting much better at like avoiding some of the mistakes that have spun him out of good positions in previous seasons.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, I mean, he's only got 1 point in the championship, which doesn't really feel representative of where he's at as a driver right now.
Just want to mention, I think Tim Heaton might have got caught up in some trouble as he's now behind Brophy, and Brophy's up to 7th.
Oh, he might have.
Perkins as well is down to 11th, so there must have been a big coming together in that battle that we missed.
Yeah, like because Perkins was battling with Constable, who's now up in 5th and not too far at we can just see ahead of Kolyev.
Yeah, here's Constable. Towers has just gone out of your screen. Here's Constable.
Yeah.
Kolyev behind him.
Looks like he's catching him.
They're pulling away from Brophy there.
Fan club, we are hoping for 2 races. But let's hope the server plays ball.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
So we've got another 17:52 of this race. There'll be another 5-minute warm-up, and then hopefully a second race. This has been good so far.
Yeah, it's been very good. I can't wait to see what happens when the grid flips.
Oh, that's going to be carnage. Some really different lines, because it looked like a bumpy use of that hairpin for Constable, but he seemed to get a decent drive off that, so he might have planned it right.
Yeah, on a track like this, it's probably going to be about using every inch of that tarmac to get the drive you need out of the corners.
I think that half of the track actually works a bit better for Brophy, because he's pulled in some time on Kolyev as well. Like, they're not pulling away from him anymore.
Definitely.
This looks like it's going to be a three-way battle on it shortly. And even just behind, like, and Tim Heaton and Peter Vernon, like, looks like we might see a fight there in a minute. Because Peter Vernon was going well until he spun.
Yeah, they're quite close. It's only half a second between those two at the moment. Further down the field, Costa is there 3 seconds behind Vernon. You've got Perkins, who is 10 seconds behind Costa. You've got Padgham, who's 5 seconds down from there, and Woolridge, who's another 5 seconds down from there, followed by Balabanov and Lazarov, who are in 14th and 15th respectively.
Balabanov's just over a second out from Woolridge. Like, we might see some fighting down there as well.
Definitely is. It's,
every place worth waiting for. Yeah. Ooh, Vernon is right on the back of Heaton on the right hand side of the screen there.
Here we are now, focusing on Heaton to take a look at and see what kind of tricks Vernon has up his sleeve. Oh, that was a.
He's looking for a move.
That was a good line through that chicane. Further up the field, this is Kolyev. Looks like he's got a bit wide and let Brophy on through.
Brophy stuck it out. It's up into 6th from the back of the grid at the start. He's doing a Sergio Perez last to first challenge.
You can see Vernon just all over the back of Heaton there.
I wonder if he's trying to psych him out. Right? Until like just fill his mirrors with the car. He's going to go for an outbreak.
No, not got the legs.
Yeah, he's just having a look. Different lines there.
We go on board now with Pete Vernon. There's Tim Heaton in front.
Let's see. Oh, you could really lose the car here if you don't get that balance right there.
Wide line there, but it's going to allow him to cut on back through, getting a little bit of time.
I think Tim's line was actually a bit better on that one. Who can get the good drive off this front line? Tim Heaton a bit bumpy over the curb.
Oh, look at Vernon go though.
I think that might have been the moment.
It's that drive down that straight.
How brave is Vernon right now?
He's giving it a go, and he does it. What's happened to Heaton though?
Is he backwards?
No, he's just backed off a little bit.
I think he had to catch that bit of recovery. I think he saw a bit of dust up there.
Definitely.
That was a statement. That move.
It's a spicy move that. Vernon gets away, and he's now on to catching up with Kolyev, who is 3 seconds down the road.
This is still a tight battle up here, though, because Brophy is all over the back of Tom Constable, and then Kolyev just behind.
Let's go on board with Pete Brophy. There's Constable. An early break there.
Constable braver on the brakes on that one. It's kept him ahead. And he seems to have a good enough drive. Looks like Brophy's inching closer, but
It's a bit of a slide there for Brophy.
oh,
he was a bit too ambitious with that. Constable closed the door on him.
Yeah, it wasn't aggressive. It wasn't an aggressive closure. Just like this is when we were watching the other time them coming around, like those fast corners. Like if you lose a bit of grip somewhere, That back end's coming out. No.
Right,
No.
now we get to see a classic Towers versus Salt battle for 3rd place.
Oh, we're back. Nice. But we're just looking up ahead. It looks like Belevsky's got the measure of this track quite well. He's starting to pull away from Yilmaz. It's about 7 seconds now.
Let's take a quick look. So you can see Yilmaz in the background there, in the red. Yeah. There he is.
By no means a bad drive, but it looks like Belevsky's just got the measure of it.
Yeah, well, they pulled out a 12-second. Well, I mean, it's 12 seconds down the road to Salt for this Towers Salt battle.
Yeah. I love how often this happens, though. These two feel so closely matched. The points don't reflect it. Like Ollie's in like 5th and Towers in 9th. Just because like they're so close in driving, but when it goes wrong, like whoever loses the battle tends to be backwards.
I think there are going to be some pints down the pub once lockdown is well and truly over between some of these racers who are closely racing together in this series.
Indeed. You have to remember that so many of these racers have never met each other before.
Exactly, they know each other based on their driving style.
Yeah, that's it.
Very unique form of social interaction.
Mm. Oh, see, that's the corner. If you tangle there, you see what happened to Pete Brophy. They're close. Oh, look how tight!
Towers with a tight line, but ultimately,
yeah. He had to catch the car. You could see a little wobble where I think he slowed down because he knew it was a bit much.
A bit of a slide there from Towers as well.
Yeah,
just let it go a little bit.
Yeah, let's give him some breathing room.
Let's give him 2 seconds of breathing room to be exact.
Yeah, cool it down, Powers. You can try again, mate.
Looking down the field, we've got a battle here between Kolyev and behind him should be Constable. There he is.
Yeah, it looks like. Well, I guess that means Kolyev must have just made the move because Constable was ahead, like up in 5th earlier. So because Brophy lost out all that much, fell down to 9th, and then Kolyev's pulling out nicely.
Further down, you've got Heaton, and behind Heaton is Brophy, looking pretty dangerous there to try and get that place and fetch it back.
Peter Brophy seems to live a life of recovery drives a lot of the time. I don't think we've seen these two race yet. We've seen Tim Heaton against the other Peter. And Brophy trying for a different drive. That was a cleaner line. Is there room to make it move on the inside? Not quite.
It's all about those clean lines there. So close. We've got 3 very close battles.
Brophy went wide. Yeah. That was a...
And he's by.
Oh, is he though? It looks like...
But Heaton's coming back, yeah.
I actually wonder if Brophy maybe gave a place back there. That was... Because they definitely switched.
Yes. Very interesting. And you can see there's Constable look at this. Up the front.
Constable's got back in front.
But will he drop that place back? No, he's going to make it stick. Great drive there from Constable. Up into 5th place. We have got 8 minutes left of this race. So there's plenty of time left for changes to happen.
Who else is close? So Tim Heaton and Pete Brophy is going to stay close for a while. It's like 2 tenths that fight now. Salt Towers has pulled down a bit. Like I think Towers is. He hasn't been able to make up that much. It's still about 2 second gap.
Yeah, still 2 second gap there.
Anyone else? Woolridge and Balabanov are still pretty close. It's only about a second in it.
Let's go take a look at that battle. I just want to jump up quickly. This is the Brophy Heaton battle.
This is where he lost out to Vernon, but no, Brophy's not got the position to make it happen this time.
No, Heaton, good position on that outside line to kind of duck back in and get that drive.
I think we've seen Tim Heaton get pretty wise to a lot of the overtake positioning. His defensive drive lines seem to be pretty good.
He's learning, adapting, overcoming.
Although I don't think that S-bend is his favourite. Brophy always seems to catch up with him on that one. Well, there's a bit of smoke. Did someone go off?
It looks like Pete Vernon. Yeah, it's Pete Vernon off in the gravel.
Oh, no.
So that's going to allow. That's probably going to allow Costa to. Oh, that cone goes flying. The cone is in 8th place.
Collateral damage.
9th place. Yeah, it looks like Costa will make the most of that and go up into 9th. With Perkins hot on his tail. And the cones go flying.
Where are they? What's just happened to this section of track? They all just. Did both Costa and Vernon just seem to completely skip the chicane?
I don't know.
That's not right. Hello, Matthew.
There he is.
To the camera.
Mr. Perkins. How do you do? Take a look at... Oh, that's Heaton spinning! Pete Brophy goes through, but Tim Heaton goes for a spin.
There's some contact there. And Tim Heaton's lost a place to Kevin Costa as well. And Perkins, and I guess Vernon as well, will be on some speed.
Definitely. So we've got... Now he's got Pete Vernon to contend with again. This is deja vu. Let's go up and look at the Constable Koliev battle that's still going, still white hot.
Ooh, can Constable stay ahead for another 5 minutes?
That is the question, Doug. That is the question. What do you reckon, chap?
Do you think Koliev will get him, or do you think Constable can hold it out?
Chat says nothing.
It looks like Tim Heaton and Peter Vernon are just trading places.
Yeah, and Perkins is right in amongst there as well.
Oh, is Costa backwards?
It looks like Costa's in the pits. Don't know what happened. We didn't see it, but Costa is in the pits.
That's confusing.
It looks like a DNF. Unfortunate there for Costa, as he just got up to 9th place.
Yeah, he's been recovering a bit after some early spinning.
So yeah, everyone's spread out a bit again now. So now the closest.
Like Tim Heaton's managed to escape that little Perkins Vernon battle.
He's back up to 8th, stacking up behind Pete Brophy. Although he is 11 seconds down the road from Pete Brophy. Pete Brophy is kind of racing him alone on his own at the moment. So
finally got some clear air. I think he's been hoping for that for pretty much all of the race.
So it looks like chat have come back with Constable and Salt. Yeah, Salt. Yeah. Of course. Salt staying in 3rd is would be his best result ever.
Actual Panda has their priorities.
I think Salt's been training on the sly.
He might have a bit, yeah. He's holding this 2 seconds down. Probably has a look.
He's looking, but can he get it? That's the thing. I mean, it's 3 minutes to go.
I don't think he'll have it this time. Like, Constable's got the better drive, and I don't think the toe mechanics in this really give that much.
Certainly.
So Koliev came flying through that S-bend, trying for a fast version, but he had to really slam on the brakes on the way out into the corner, so that's why he's dropped back a bit. Yeah, he had to catch it.
Ooh, a bit of an early break there for Constable allows Koliev to catch up a little bit, but it's kind of, you've got that elastic band effect going on right now.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was setting up his drive line for the straight. This is so valuable getting there, because we saw after Pete Vernon's thing that he got here and he was facing the right way, pedal to the metal, but Costa still kept up with him, because getting that good swing, that good launch out of that turn gets you, and gets so much on that straight.
You need to carry that momentum down through those corners to really offer yourself the most traction when coming out and getting that drive down the straights.
Momentum, that's the word.
Yes.
Yeah. I knew there was one in there. Good. James Miller 1 rooting for Salt as well. He's got a lot of fans. Well, he brings the fans to the chat.
Most definitely. He has a great race engineer.
Alright, just over a minute to go. Where could it be close? So I don't think Towers is going to catch Salt. There's about a second in it, give or take.
Yeah, let's take a look. So you can see there's Salt and there's Towers. So Towers caught up a little bit further. He's gained just about a second, but just whether or not. Well, I don't think he can now. It's 50 seconds left of the race, so
it have to be a mistake, a flat mistake from Ollie to drop this now.
And he has been very consistent this entire race.
He really has. That's how he's got there. Like everyone else, falling and fighting and falling back, because it was quite early on. He managed to slip through the carnage at the beginning into third and managed to hold on to it ever since, pretty much. Good work.
This looks like it might be the last lap, so let's flash forward to Bolewski. Got 18 seconds left of the race. Let's take a quick look at the track map. So yeah, this will be the last lap now. And we're all spaced out, so I don't think any positions are going to change. So if this is to be believed, it looks like Tim Heaton and Pete Brophy are going to be starting on the front row of the grid for race 2.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
Will be pretty good.
It's going to be a fighty grid. Comes through Virage à la Tour. And then in Virage du Pont onto the start-finish straight.
And here we go. Your race 1 winner is Stanislav Bolewski. Flawless drive as ever as he comes through to the cheer of the adoring cardboard fans. Second place man, great drive from Muna Yilmaz. There's a back marker there, he's just passed. I think that might be Lazarov. Here we go, it's Ollie Salt, but Towers is right on him.
Well, he's having to work for it.
He's going to have to work for it, but I think Towers might have dropped off the back just a little bit. I think, yeah, Ollie Salt has got it. He's gone and bloody done it. Third place for Salt, fourth place for Towers.
Look at that.
Flicking around like a fish in a tank. Here we go. Great drive from Constable. Staying out of trouble and coming in 5th. Stefan Kolyev, a great recovery drive, coming in 6th. And then Pete Brophy, after a turmoil and a drama from all of the spins, that's a good 7th place. You can see.
Very impressed with Kolyev's speed. I want to call that out right now.
Yeah, he's kept pace this entire race, and it's been really, really, really good to watch. Here we go, Tim Heaton, our 8th place man, who will be pole position for race 2, followed by Perkins.
Tim Heaton's really been in the wars this race. So
he has been in the wars.
He's well entitled to those points.
Vernon's your 10th place man.
He matches his best role, actually, Tim Heaton, like of 8th position 8.
Here we go, Alan Padgham coming across the line in 11th. He's got no one really out there to race.
This is going to be Woolridge's first point coming across the line. If he sticks it out,
it will be. Here he is in the number 12 car.
That puts all of Team HP DeskJet 2630 online printer instantly with 2 months trial having scored points.
Excellent.
Good job, lads.
And there we go, Balabanov in the minty fresh Castrol car, coming in 13th. You've got Lazarov, who is our 14th place man, just bringing up the rear as Costa, I believe, has retired. So Great racing there. So, once Lazarov gets round, we will go into our second practice, and then we'll hit it straight into race 2. What do you think, Doug?
That was good. That was a good fun race. Like it was interesting to see like Bolesky, like perhaps having spent a bit more time with this type of car, he's being able to assert his dominance once again, which is pretty crazy. But we saw some excellent drives from a few people. Like both, this is a really good result for both Ollie Salt and Towers. Like I think that's Salt's first podium in any of our races. But yeah, quite a few spins. Like quite a few spins in interesting places. Like and definitely some in the combat areas. I reckon we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw more of that, especially the way everyone gets bunched up. So I would say, like, look for that. I guess look at both ends of the circuit, at the kind of far ends in this first lap. I'm expecting a lot of. I'm expecting a lot of an action in these first couple of turns.
There's going to be drama. There's going to be tears.
Going to be clipping. What's going on there?
Cars just clipping through each other as they enter the pits. We've entered a different reality here at Race Room.
As we always do. There's nothing but the race.
So let's see if we can go. There we go. So there's our results for race 1. Bolesky, Yilmaz, Salt, Towers, Constable, Collier, Brophy and Heaton. That top 8 will be flipped for race 2.
I'm just looking. Are there going to be any big position changes to the points? Not sure if that does a lot. Although I think the Team HPDX Jet, etc. Like are going to have got quite a lot out of that first race. What with Towers being in 4th and Woolridge bringing home a point as well. Although I guess actually they don't have Damien racing today, so they won't take any points from him.
Ah, right. Yeah, that's true.
In fact, are there any teams with everyone racing? So I think everyone from Cocoa Pops is racing. Actually, that would be a pretty good result for Cocoa Pops. Both Constable and Collier have pulled in good results. So that will probably give them that will have probably brought them back into contention with Halls of Steel. In fact, it will probably put them ahead.
Excellent.
DSG will suffer with Prescott not being here. No chance for points from him. But OAP Racing, they're all here. That's some decent points as well, especially with Ollie's podium.
Yeah, definitely. That's going to be a good result for them.
Yeah, so that's quite likely actually to put. That's quite. I think OAP Racing may well be in front right now.
The team championship is definitely the one to watch this time round. We're going to see a lot of switching around, not just based on who's here racing and who's not racing, but also based on just the sheer kind of like randomness of how people are kind of finishing. Because as you can see, like this race was a bit different to last week's race. In the kind of finishing positions, so it's true like that anything can happen, right, Doug?
Indeed, yeah. Especially in this first run when we've got everyone bunched up. Oh, hello. Peter Vernon's getting fighty in the warm up. Yeah, so.
Ollie Salt comes into chat to say that in true OOP fashion, his knees hurt. Well, now's your chance to get up and do some stretching. We got one more race.
You got 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes. Get some yoga on the go. Ring Ike, he'll sort you out.
Yeah, I guess that'll be something that'll come back soon. As I'm sure we'll see more workouts and fitness with Ike.
Definitely, yeah. By the way,
oh, no.
a bit of a cheeky plug. But if you haven't joined one of Ike's yoga classes, do it. It's really good. He does them on Teams every Monday and every Friday.
And oh dear, it looks like we've had a constable he's been kicked out of the server at the end of the race, and so he's not going to try rejoining again because that may have been what broke the race last time. Is the thing.
Some very reckless driving there from Pete Vernon. He just doesn't care anymore. He's going all over. He's like, what's the fastest line I can take around this track without actually being on the track? Flashing the lights, is it, Vernon? Go on then, you hooligan.
I think he saw the camera and thought, all right, lads, show time. Marvelous.
This is pod racing.
Oh dear. Funny, it's funny. I watched a video earlier on it's one of the cinema. Peter, don't do it.
He saw the crane and was just like, oh wow, that's a nice crane.
I love that crane.
Love the crane. It's 2 cranes.
So close and look at the cranes. Yeah.
I'm not sure if the warm does the warm up actually count to safety.
I'm not sure.
Because that would be hilarious if it did.
Oh, hello. People, some cute messages. There's some people struggling with stuff in the chat, or in the pit wall chat. And people keep an eye on that, and just people in server if anyone's got any suggestions. Let's see what this warm-up does.
Yeah, all sorts of technical issues going on in the pits. Here we are for race 2. We'll see what happens. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed it doesn't all fall over.
It's okay. Looks like our pole sitter is back in form, back ready to go.
Cool. It's unfortunate we've lost Constable. We've lost him because he hasn't been able to rejoin the session after crashing out. That's
really unfortunate.
After such a good race 1, it's very unfortunate. But yeah.
Oh, apparently Ollie Salt saying in the chat, apparently don't tell Peter Vernon that warm-up counts towards your safety rating.
Yeah, looking at that. Okay, here we are for race 2. I've got my camera on the Brophy. Hopefully he doesn't get punted this time. He's got Towers behind him though, so Towers I think is a bit beyond punting.
Is he? We'll find out.
All right, it looks like Matt Perkins has got a great start. Oh, I guess the grid was offset because we haven't had Constable. That's Muna having a big spin there.
Oh no!
Big spin there for Muna, but someone kicks him back round. Will he be able to rejoin? It looks like
around.
It looks like he was able to rejoin. That is Bolesky down to 10th. Yeah, it looks like it's Perkins repeating from Towers, from Brophy, from Collier, from Salt at the moment.
Small spins down the back, I think.
Oh, big spin there for Towers. Can he rejoin?
Oh, no.
Yeah, it looks like he's rejoined just behind Bolesky. Well, just behind Muna now. That's 11th place for Towers.
Oh, gutting.
Just goes to show in this high pressure environment that it looks like Padgham spun there in the background as well. In the high pressure environment, Doug, it's the pressure can't get to you.
Oof! Massive questionable outbreak from Tim Heaton there.
Yeah, big corner cut there from Tim Heaton. He's going to have to give that place back.
I think it looks like it's already happened because I don't think he had the acceleration.
Everyone's a bit too polite, but okay. It looks like Perkins is going back round. Yeah, but he's lost out to Brophy's, and then Kolyev shunts him up the back.
Perkins is doing well, making use of this lead he's clawed in. Yep,
Salt there in 5th. See him. Bolevsky in 7th behind Costa.
And Brophy knows there's a chance. If he can get in front of Perkins, he can get away from the fight. And have a clear...
Oh,
no,
the big spin there for
Kolyev.
Kolyev. It's Kolyev with a big spin. It looks like he's taken out Salt as well.
Oh, no.
That's down to 10th for Salt. Absolute disaster.
11th, he's still backwards.
Yeah, down to 13th for Salt.
Oh, that's punishing. I mean, there's still about 22 minutes to go, and the field's still punched up. Yeah. It's not over.
It is not over. You need to get going, put that foot down, and see if you can claw back.
We saw how many places Peter Brophy was able to pull back from last, even with a second drop. Like, so, all to play for. Don't give up.
Bolevsky just made a move on Costa. He's now up into 4th. Hungry for that lead is Bolevsky.
He's going to make it. Yeah, he's now hunting down 3rd place, Tim Heaton.
Yeah, Muna is up into 7th place now.
Look at this little train just behind Bolevsky. It's like Costa, Vernon, Yilmaz, Towers.
Let's take a look at this. Got our camera on Peter Vernon. He's stacked up behind Costa. Behind Vernon is Yilmaz, and behind Yilmaz is Towers.
And Costa knows very well that he's just being hunted right now.
It's Costa season. And Vernon's first in, but he's taken the wide line. Yeah, he'll make it stick.
Just had the better drive and was able to out-drag him. Oh, Muna's fighting his way back. Now, we've seen Muna across all the seasons, like, he takes no prisoners in Wheels of World combat. Oh, look up the front. Brophy having to go up Perkins.
Yep, here we go. Perkins is trying to keep it, but Brophy's just all over the back of him.
I think he's got him on the inside.
Yeah, he's had a good go at it.
Well done. Different line. Well done, Perkins. Good race.
Yeah, that's an absolutely great move there from Perkins, blocking that line and clearly shutting the door, saying, no, Brophy, you can't have this place. I'm in first. I want to keep it. Just
behind, it looks like Bolevsky's like right on Tim Heaton's tail.
Ooh, that was a slow corner there.
In fact, Bolevsky's ahead. He managed to get past him on those slow corners. Bolevsky up into 3rd.
He is looming in the background.
Yeah. Yilmaz is having a look at Vernon now.
Let's take a look at that fight. He just needs to get by all this traffic so he can continue his fight. To
that looks like
up.
A wide from Costa against Towers a moment.
Yeah, Towers has gotten by there. Up into 7th place. It looks like Brophy's got past Perkins there.
And Yilmaz just past Vernon. Missed that too.
Oh, yeah.
Now Brophy knows there's a chance here. If he can put down a proper lead and hope that Perkins can hold up. Oh, who's just... Yilmaz, has he spun? He just suddenly pinged down to no.
No, that looks like a big spin there from Yilmaz. Now he has to re-claw his way back up past Kolyev, past Towers, past Costas, just to get back onto the back of Vernon. Big battle up the front here now. Perkins doesn't want to give that space back. No, Perkins doesn't. Perkins wants that space back. Sorry.
Yeah. Brophy wants to try and get away.
You can
because
see
Perkins, he's going to be trying to take that piece from Brophy, but he knows his. But I wonder how aware he is that he's got Bolevsky right on his tail, who is not going to be far away for very long.
Oh, big wide line there from Brophy, allowing Perkins to get back into 1st place.
And it's allowed Bolevsky to catch right up with a pair of them.
Now Brophy's got to attack and defend at the same time.
Yeah,
He's
that's
going to really put his skills to the test.
He's defending from our championship leader. A bit wide from Perkins there, but is it a costly one? Tim Heaton's got great view of some of the best action on the grid right now.
Just sitting back there, hoping one of them will cause a mistake. so he can slip on by.
Yeah, like if something went wrong up front, there's every chance for a podium position from Heaton now as well. And Brophy, that's an interesting line.
Yeah, Perkins getting that drive off of the outside of the corner.
Quite different lines here. Is he trying to switch back? He is trying to switch back. I think it's working. Ooh, can he inside?
Yeah, Perkins is going to squeeze him though. Not today, thank you, he says.
Ooh, I think there was a bit of contact there.
There was a little bit of contact there, a little bit of a shunt, but... See these three. These three are absolutely going for it.
Right, now they're chasing each other down and they got to remember to stop. To get absolutely flat out and then suddenly, and chicane. Go. Right, is this a move? Is Brophy going to try take the inside in this long, fast corner?
Drive that Perkins has through there.
Oh, look at this. Has Walewski made that stick?
I don't think so. Oh,
Wait for
maybe
it.
he has. Yeah, that outside line, just enough drive to sneak on by.
So Perkins use that same line to stay in front of Brophy. I think Walewski might have nailed second place. Good driving everyone there.
Yeah, absolutely white hot battle up here at the front. Further down, we've got Heaton's only a second away, and then 4 seconds down from Heaton is Pete Vernon. Towers is stacked up behind him. You can see there in your background, in the back view.
Well, that was it. Walewski's got ahead of. Did Perkins have a little bit of a slip up because he's lost out the Brophy as well?
Well, it looks like a wide line, but I think Perkins is going to keep hold of second place.
Ooh, a bit wide. I think might be getting a bit flustered. Vernon's just retaking that place from Towers. I think Towers might have had a bit of a moment because he's all suddenly a whole second and a bit behind.
Yeah, looks like a second there down.
I think he might have just run a bit wide.
Look at this impressive drive from Yilmaz. He's caught his way back up. He was within 3 seconds of Towers now.
Right. Because it is with a bit of clear air and without having to fight his way past people, who just puts down the pace.
Well, he had to fight his way past Costa and Kolyev. Who were two. Well, I mean, Kolyev's quite a fighty driver.
Yeah, it's not an easy task.
Yeah. For you,
it's easy, but I think Moon just has the measure on him.
Yes, yeah, most definitely. For all you Wally Salt fans out there, here he is. He's in 10th place. He's come back up the grid past Woolridge, Lazarov, Bajerman, Blavanov, and now he is about 2.5 seconds away from Kolyev.
He's in point scoring position, and well, we've seen what can change. We've seen what can happen.
He's got 15 minutes, so anything can happen.
Yeah, and all to race for.
Look at this! Oh, bit of contact there from Towers and Vernon.
Managed to save it, not spin around.
Vernon getting his elbows out there. Towers is gonna be straight back on the attack there. It's a bit of a power slide from Towers there. Let's take a look. Perkins still holding his own against Brophy. In second place. This is a really impressive drive from Perkins.
It is, yeah. Like this would be one of his best finishes if he can stay in this position, or even just the one behind. It's so different when it's not qualifying laps. Like qualifying is a skill in itself, and I've been able to put down just like 3 lap times, but then when you're actually fighting other drivers, oh no, he's run wide. That's going to be the moment for Brophy.
That has been the moment for Brophy. Brophy up into second, Perkins down to third, and now Tim Heaton closes in. Well, no, he's not going to quite close in. There's about a second. He's got a second's worth of gap either side of him now, so he's got a bit of. There's a bit of comfortable room there.
Yeah, but like, too lucky Perkins, he lost it. He lost it in the slower corner there, and so he didn't lose as much time to Heaton as if he'd lost it here.
Yeah.
At full speed.
Meanwhile, Towers has gotten by Vernon.
It looks like he might make that stick as well. It's got a bit of distance. Now, can Towers chase down Tim Heaton?
That is the question.
So how far off are they? Like 10 seconds is quite a bit, because by no means is Tim Heaton a slow driver. He's keeping pace with the front runners.
That's distance from the lead, Doug.
Oh, right.
He's only 5 seconds out from Tim Heaton.
Well, it could happen. Then he's going to have to get past him, which isn't it's no mean feat either.
Most definitely. And also, Muna is looking increasingly threatening. Behind there, he's only a second and a half off the back of Vernon now. So
it's going to be even closer if he keeps going wide like that, Pete. And he'll be all over these two within the next lap.
He's only a second behind now.
Yeah.
It's reeling him in.
I want to be able to say things like, and just see this furious insert colour, like Hornet behind, but I don't know what colour the cars are, so I can't do it.
It would be good if they, it'd be good if the driver names were above the cars, because then you could see exactly who's spinning. But
yeah,
we just have to remember what's written on them.
Yeah, kind of acclimatizing to the vague shapes, because the numbers are a bit small.
Yeah. Just want to.
He's right on Vernon now. Let's watch this. Like, I want to see him smooth.
Let's take a look.
Wherever he goes. Oh no, he lost the motor.
Just gonna have to break this fight up for a second to check the weather, because we haven't done that yet.
Oh yeah, it's very important.
We are racing. Paul Ricard. It's 90 degrees in the air, 30 degrees on the track, 3 kilometers an hour wind, sunny and dry. Back to the racing.
30 degrees on track.
Very warm. Very warm indeed.
If we get any tyres good and warm.
This is now the closest battle on the track.
Very good. God, he pulled so much distance in that chicane. So it's such a good command of those apexes. Now, I want to see him go for a move on these fast corners. That'd be awesome. Go on, do it.
Flash the lights from Vernon. Yeah, he's right behind you. If you keep flashing your lights, that's going to happen.
Now, that's interesting, because we've seen that. Yeah, that's a good defensive line. That was clean as a whistle somehow. Well, good drive.
Very good measure of the line there for Muna to make that move and make it stick really nice and clean.
Because it's hard to get the drive off, like when you take that inside line on that long turn.
Yeah.
But I think he got a decent drive, and he was carefully positioning the car, so Vernon couldn't get the switchback.
This is Salt Kolyev.
Oh, bonk!
Bit of elbows out there, but Salt makes it stick.
Now Kevin Costa's just down the road. Can Salt catch him?
Probably.
9 minutes to go. Yeah, if his pace is good, there's room to do it.
It's only 2.5 seconds between Salt and Costa now.
Not a bad position for Costa if he can stick it out. Bit wide.
Let's take a look back up the front. It's still Bolevsky 6 seconds ahead of Brophy, and you can see behind Brophy is Perkins, and then there's a nice big 4-second gap between Perkins and Heaton. So Perkins on an amazing drive.
Yeah.
Oh!
We need to stop playing thing.
A bit of a spin. This is going to be it's going to be a spicy rejoin. No, he's pretty safe. Rejoins in 5th place. Oh, yeah. Absolutely devastating for Matt Perkins.
Oh, why did we say something?
And now he's got Muna behind him.
We ruined that for him. Like, every time we start complimenting his driving, he spins. Is he watching? Like,
Shouldn't be. That's stream sniping. Oh, right. So that pushes Tim Heaton up into 3rd place.
Up into the podium points.
Up into the podium points. Indeed. It is the commentator's curse.
I believe that's Tom Constable watching from the pit side.
Yeah, his car has just been cubed up and thrown into a compactor.
Yeah. So, Tim Heaton's had a nice clean ride for a while, but all the action is coming right to his doorstep now.
And you can see Towers, he's keen. He wants 3rd place.
We got Towers with ambition. Perkins wants to reclaim what he's lost. And Muna is just completely out of position. Oh, a bit wide. Is that a chance for Towers? Is there space for both of them on the track?
Oh, bit of a moment there for Towers.
I think Towers went for a different line and got brake checked.
Absolutely, but it looks like there was no harm done. Needs to retain track position after that bit of a moment. This is going to be a fantastic battle.
Yeah, you've got Jonas right on Perkins now. Perkins has just been able to focus on putting down. Yeah.
Is Towers going to be able to outbrake Heaton here? No, I don't think he's going to be able to do that.
You've got to be careful with those curbs because that's where Perkins spun, like losing the back end on that corner.
Exactly. Towers, he's taking an interesting line here.
Has he got the drive? Can he go around the outside here?
He can.
He's done it.
Very clean line there from Towers.
Very nice.
Up into 3rd place. Wide there for Perkins as Muna follows him.
Yeah.
You get that tunnel vision when you're following someone. But look at Perkins now on the back of Heaton.
Yeah, Heaton's lost a little bit of momentum in these corners. He's run off his line. Perkins on the attack and on the defence. This is good for Towers because if they're fighting behind, this will just give him a moment's breathing room to get away. Just got a little air between himself and Heaton now. Not enough for a mistake, but enough to focus on a good line. All right, is Perkins going to try snap across in this fast corner? Yeah. I mean, he's doing well under the pressure of these guys.
Definitely. He's got to divide his attention between fighting to stay on the back of Towers, but also fighting to defend from Perkins. So, yeah, it's a bit of a tall order, but seems to be handling it right now.
He's got a good line and a good drive out of here. He'll probably be safe on this straight for now.
Yeah, this nice long straight here. We've got 4.5 minutes left of this race. Bolevsky still leads from Brophy. He's 10 seconds ahead of Brophy, followed by Towers, who's 6 seconds down the road.
Ollie Salt is right on the back of Kevin Costa now.
Let's take a quick look. Muna flashing the lights. All right, mate.
In fact, I think he's got past him. He has.
He has.
Costa went a little wide and lost out to both Salt and Collier. If they were all, look at them, all right there together.
Yeah, good move there from Salt. Let's go back to this battle for third place. If you factor in Towers, Towers has got a little bit of a gap, but
it's a good position for Towers to land that.
Oh, power slide there from Perkins. Can he make it stick?
They both pretty much matched power slide, and I think now that Perkins have been able to power him around.
Full rally. Oh no! But Heaton hits in the back of Perkins and sends them both spinning. But Muna gets through. That's a clean sweep for Yilmaz, going up to 4th place.
Vernon snags that as well. It's like, oh, that's
Vernon up, Vernon up into 5th.
They've got to get going again quickly because like the battle of Salt and Kolev is just down the road.
And now Muna can concentrate his attention on Towers as well.
Can Muna fight his way back to the podium from all that way? Like, he's got 3 minutes left to do it. Towers has been going very well in this track, so if Towers doesn't make a mistake.
Commentator's curse!
Oh my god.
Commentator's curse!
I'm so sorry, everyone.
But now we see a battle unfold between these two titans, Towers versus Yilmaz.
Maybe it's the will of the commentator to just got to make something happen on screen.
Oh, Muna flashing the lights.
Is it Ben? Have you got a secret switch? Somebody to turn off traction control or something?
Oh, I haven't got any buttons, Doug. Mate. I'm just.
Apparently, I have.
Actually, I've got this one. 60. Code 60.
Code 60.
Code 60.
There's a move in the back. It's Kolev. He's round. I think he's spun.
I should push that button whenever there's a spin.
Yeah.
It's going to be 60.
Yeah, Kolev's just lost out to Costa again because he made contact with Salt. Just saw in the back of the camera.
Right, so but it's only a 2-second gap there now. So, well, 3-second gap. So Kolev still has a chance.
Still has a chance, yeah, but he did lose the position.
That's Vernon having a bit of a spin there. Loses out to Perkins and Heaton. So they're back up.
He's been to himself because I don't think he was close enough to anyone for contact.
Yeah, it might have been just to spin himself. Might have been trying his out of track shenanigans, trying to get the best line using all of the track, and I mean all of the track.
Despite the fights, this is still. I think this is the best position the best position for both. Well, for all of Towers, Heaton, and Perkins. This will be their best finish so far.
Oh, well, we say that. Towers has binned it. Oh, no. Can he get going again? Yeah, he gets going again in 6th place.
I can't believe it. I feel like I can't say anything positive anymore.
Poor old Towers. But at least he's in 6th.
But just like if it doesn't rain money, hopefully
there's 20 seconds of the race left. Are we going for another lap? We might.
I think we're on this last lap now.
Yeah, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, okay, this is going to be the last lap.
Yeah. Just got time for let's get a master these last few corners. Is anyone else close to each other?
Yeah, it's Tim Heaton and Towers. Towers is going to get a cheeky 5th. He is. He's just battling his way back up. He's just like a bloody spin. Spinned it. Gonna get me some places back.
Oh, that's gonna be a hot channel.
It's gonna be an absolutely spicy channel. Very, very awesome stuff.
Tim's not done either. Like he's like he rather like that 5th. He'd like it back too.
He's taking a good look at it, but I think that wide line might have secured it. Let's take a look. This is Bolevsky coming across the line in 1st. That's your 2nd place man, Pete Brophy. Well earned after a disappointing race 1.
Yilmaz, what a recovery drive! Like 3rd is no bad play, no bad score for coming back where he did.
Brilliant finish for Yilmaz after that recovery drive. I think he's probably our driver of the day, right?
I think so. Although I'm very pleased for Perkins in 4th.
Oh yeah, that's an absolutely brilliant finish for Perkins, and I mean Salt as well in that first race. Here's Towers weaving about, great 5th place, coming back and taking that 5th place from Tim Heaton right at the end. Yeah. Good racing.
New high finish for Towers in this. New high finish for Tim Heaton in this.
Yeah.
I think it's previous best with 8th.
Yeah, Heaton finishes in 6th. That's Vernon there in 7th. Ollie Salt, great comeback, up to 8th place.
Yeah, that's a hard fought 8th place. Yeah. Bit of bad luck for Stefan Collier, who he was running better earlier on. A couple of key spins.
It's a good finish for Costa after that DNF in the first race.
Yeah, I think that's Costa's first points, actually.
He's falling through the track now into time and space. Stefan Kolyev bringing it home in 10th place. Balabanov bringing it home in 11th. Pajum has brought it home in 12th. Woolridge in 13th. And that's Lazarov in 14th.
That's Balabanov's first points as well.
Excellent.
Bringing home, is that 2? Yeah, that'll be 2 points.
Great stuff. But it's this man who's dominated the series thus far and continues to dominate. Bolesky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now he's off for a drive. Through the barrier.
Just going for a trip casual trip through a fire engine.
Through the crane. And now the cars have gone.
Yes. Well, that's probably it.
And that was it. Thanks for joining us, everyone, tonight on this round 2 of the CA Staff M6 GT3 Championship. When is the next race, Doug? Let's have a look.
So, next race should be a good one. Is in 1 week's time. It is just one race, but it is the Nürburgring Grand Prix with the fast chicane.
Yes,
the Nürburgring is always amazing.
And fundamentally pit stops.
We're
going to be seeing some pitting.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. So tyre wear is on. We're going to be seeing some pit stops. We're going to see people slip off the track because they haven't pitted early enough, and it's going to be fantastic.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
So yeah, join us next week for the Nürburgring.
Thank you, chat. Thank you for coming along.
Yeah, cheers for coming and watching. As ever, the recording will be up on the Twitch channel and on YouTube as well at a later date. So yeah, keep in touch and we'll see you next week. I've been Ben.
I've been Doug.
Cheers for watching.
Bye-bye.